Hello, my beautiful friend, and welcome back to my videos where we learn Pilates mat flow one exercise at a time. And today is video number 8, and the exercise number 8 in the traditional Pilates mat flow is single straight leg stretch. Now, before we get to single straight leg stretch, which is also a third exercise in the stomach series, or the series of 5 they're also called, let's recap all the exercises that we've learned before this. What was the first Pilates exercise of the traditional mat flow? It is the 100. The second exercise is the roll-up. Third exercise is the rollover. Fourth exercise is single leg circles. Fifth exercise is rolling like a ball. Sixth exercise is single leg stretch. Seventh exercise is double leg stretch. And eighth exercise, which we're going to learn today, is single straight leg stretch. Now let's begin to remember them all by actually doing them on the mat together. We're also going to weave in some very yin-inspired postures in between each of those exercises to allow our bodies to melt, to release the tension that might be created, that will be created while you're performing the very precise, very focused Pilates exercises. All right, so we're going to begin on our backs. Let's gracefully descend. We're going to sit nice and tall, extend our legs straight, and then squeeze the seat, tuck the tail, and peel down through the spine, one vertebra at a time. From here, we're going to open the arms wide, palms facing up. Open the legs the width of the mat, or if you don't have the mat, the width of the shoulder. Flex the foot, both feet, and allow the feet to roll, basically for the heels to face toward each other and the toes face away from each other. This is going to be our Savasana. We're going to set intention in this pose today, the intention for our workout. Let's take a deep breath in, exhale out through the mouth, close our eyes, and think about change. Today, I want to honor change with this beautiful workout. I'm here in a beautiful Mount Shasta, and the weather has been changing from rain to sunny to windy to cloudy. It is so beautiful and so needed, this change. And just like the weather changes around me, I notice the changes inside of me too. I notice the changes inside of my mind. I notice the changes within my emotions. I notice the changes in my body. Sometimes my body wants to be strong and wants to be lean, and exercising is easy. And sometimes my body doesn't want any of that, and I don't want to exercise, and I've learned to honor that within. Just like the Pilates mat flow, we're not doing one exercise all the time. We're actually change from one exercise to the other to stay balanced, right? To experience it all. And so it works with our bodies and minds. We have to honor the change, allow the change when it comes in, because that is the only way to experience everything and to become well-rounded. So whatever change is knocking on your door today, honor it, accept it, allow it, love it, embrace it. And with that, let's begin our 100 exercise, the first exercise in the Pilates mat flow series. We're going to bring the legs parallel to each other, about a fist distance away. We're going to bring the arms by the sides and engage our powerhouse. The belly button sinks deep into the mat, the ribs close through the front. From here, we're going to shift the weight by lifting one leg into a tabletop position. See what you need to do here so your lower back doesn't arch off the mat. And the second leg, Ooh, right away I feel the abdomen working. Arms come up. Take an inhale. On the exhale, expand into your 100. Begin to breathe. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pumping the arms, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Staying lifted with the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoulders are away from the ears. Arms are reaching long. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 50. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 60. If it's too hard, you can bend the knees. Keep them at tabletop. Make sure your back stays nice and neutral, or maybe in a slightly imprinted position on the mat. That's fine too. You can extend one leg and then switch if you want to challenge yourself a little bit. Or if you want to be super advanced, you can always lower the legs as low as you can without lifting the lower back off the mat. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull the knees into your chest. Lower the upper body onto the ground. Set both feet down. Stack the knees together and create a spiral stretch. Allow the knees to fall to one side, both knees, with the feet stacked and the knees stacked if you can. Open the arms into a T and turn your head away from the knees, feeling a beautiful spiral stretch running through the side of your body. Take a few deep breaths in here. Exhale out. Come through the center and switch sides. Knees fall to the opposite side as the head rotates. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Come back to the center. Extend the legs straight. Point the toes. Engage the inner thighs by bringing the legs close together. Bring the arms up and over the head, and we're moving into our second exercise, the roll up. While with the arms reaching over the head and the legs extending all the way below you, you're going to engage your powerhouse. Sink your belly to the spine, lift it up, close the ribs, inhale. Exhale, bring the arms up, keep the shoulders down, nod the chin, lift the chest. Woo, I'm so skewed here. And begin to lift yourself all the way up, trying to use your powerhouse. Round through the spine, reaching past the toes. Bring your shoulders back, lift yourself up, sit nice and tall here. Take a breath, squeeze the seat by bringing the sits bones one towards the other. Tuck the tail underneath them as you're lengthening through the lower back and peeling back down, keeping your legs glued to the ground. You're placing one vertebra at a time onto the mat. Arms come back over the head, come back up to the sky. Engage through the center, nod the chin, lift the chest, continue lifting. Try not to engage your upper trapezius muscles. Round forward. You can lift your shoulders here, it's okay. Then bring the shoulders down. Then restack the spine. One vertebra on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other, until you sit so tall that you feel the crown connecting to the cosmos and your tail connecting you to Mama Earth. Take a breath, squeeze the seat, peel back down as you exhale. Keep the back of your legs straight and rooted to the ground. Reach the arms up overhead. Reach the arms up to the sky. Nod the chin, lift the chest. Hold it here. Make sure your shoulders are down, that you are not lifting them up towards the ears. Point the toe. Reach the back of the knee down to the ground. Pull the abdominals in and lift, creating a roundness in your back. And round forward, reach past the toe, keeping the space here. So you're not trying to lean all the way forward. You're trying to keep like a beach ball here. And reach forward, forward, forward. And then bring the shoulders back. Continue reaching. Then restack the spine. Sit tall. Last time, seat squeezes. Tail tucks. Peel down, massaging the spine, massaging the vertebrae. Reach the arms up and over the head. Circle the arms all the way around and place them down by the sides of the body. Connect the soles of your feet together. Bend the knees. And we're going to hang out in this pose for just a moment, opening through the front of the hip here, allowing the gravity to pull the knees down. You can bring the palms up, close your eyes, melt into your mat, your carpet, your floor, the ground, wherever you are. And take a few deep breaths in through the nose. And exhales out through the mouth, allowing the air to flow into your tummy. We are engaging our stomachs all the way through the Pilates exercises, breathing only into our lateral and posterior rib cage, meaning to the sides and the back of our rib cage, while the center stays nice and engaged. But that engagement means a little bit of tension, so in between we want to let go of that and balance it out by allowing the air to enter the tummy, allowing for the blood flow to circulate all the way through. And from here we're moving into our third exercise, the roll over. Extend your legs in front of you and bring your arms by the sides, framing the body with the palms facing down. Your palms are going to be your friends in this exercise. From here, you're going to point the toes, squeeze the inner thighs together, engage the pelvic floor, engage the lower belly, engage your breath. Your diaphragm is going to start moving now too. And now everything together lifts your legs up, not just by swinging the legs, by doing all of those things I just said. And the legs come up and over, parallel with the sky and the earth. You're going to open the legs, flex the feet, and peel the spine down to the ground in this beautiful exercise that is the roll over. Bring the legs together, point the toes, hold your core here, don't bulge, don't lift your lower back off the mat. Lower the legs, squeezing the inner thighs up and over, and open, flex, and peel down. Complete, point, lower, lift up and over, open, flex, peel down. We are reversing the legs, keeping them open and flexed as we lift up and over. Make sure you're not lifting your shoulders. And let's do it together. Lower, lift up and over. Bring the legs together, squeeze the inner thighs, peel down, reaching your knees close to you, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. Lower, open, flex, reach up and over, connect, peel down. And last time here, open the legs, shoulder distance apart, flex the feet, reach the legs up and over. Make sure you don't roll onto your head and neck. Inner thighs connect, toes point, and you peel down, massaging the spine yet again. Passive stretch here in the spine. And from here, we're going to bend the knees, pull the knees into the chest. Take hold of the top of the knees with the palms of our hands and do some passive knee circles. We're going to stir our thigh bone inside the hip socket, moving in opposite directions. Let's do 3 in each one, allowing the legs to be heavy. Let's reverse the direction of the circle. Open, circle around and down. Open, circle up, in and down. Last time. Open, circle up, in, connect the legs, and let's come back to our end position from the rollover. Our legs were up just like this. Our arms were by the sides, shoulders down, and our one leg, whichever one, will come down, flexing through that foot, rooting us to the ground. One leg stays up and begins to circle for 5, going across the body, down, around, and up. Across the body, down, around, and up. Today I feel like making bigger circles. Down, around, and up. You do your circles. See what feels good in the body, and up. Getting a little spasm. Let's do 2 more. Down, around, and up. 1 more. Down, around, and up. Both hips stay on the ground for this version. 1, point, reverse, 2, and point, and 3, open, sweep, point, and 4, down, catch, 5, down, catch. Pull the knee into the chest. Give your quads some love here. We're gonna take a nice quad stretch right after. Let's slide this foot down, extend it in front of us, flexing through the heel, pushing the heel away from us. This will stretch your leg behind the knee and get it deeper, closer to the ground. Don't forget about your powerhouse here. Make sure your pelvis is neutral, your lower back is neutral. Nothing is lifted like this. You're going to pull the belly in, squeeze the pelvic floor. You're going to slide your other foot in and extend it up to the sky. Turn out and go for 5 circles, going across the body first. Down, catch, across, down, catch, across, down, catch. The leg is being moved by the center of the body, by the power generated in your powerhouse, your core muscles. And that power is transferred all the way through your body. Open to the other side, reversing the circle. 1, open, circle, catch. 3 more here, down, up. Engage that powerhouse, don't let it go. Last one, down, up. Pull the knee into the chest, quick, quick, quick. Massage the quad out. And from here, pull your knees, both knees into the chest, and rock yourselves all the way up into a seated position. This next exercise is going to be just a stretch. It is not an exercise, Pilates exercise. It is going to be a stretch for the quads. Now, this might be very challenging for your knees. If it is so, then I encourage you to do something else, maybe a little bridge, or maybe just relax for a moment. We're going to bring our shins, our heels away from our hips, just like this, and sit in this pose with the knees bent. From here, we're going to bring the arms back, just like this, and stand on the fingers and begin to lower ourselves down. If you have a pillow, if you have a bolster, you can put a bolster there. That would be a beginner version for this nice saddle pose from Yin Yoga, and begin to descend yourself all the way down. You can also do for your forearms like this. Make sure that your pelvis is in neutral position, is trying to stay in neutral position. So your tailbone, you're reaching it down so that the lower back is lengthening at all times here. And you can stay here. You can extend one leg and stay with one knee bent only. And the other option is to lower all the way down to the ground and hang out here. You can always put a yoga block under your lower back here, under your sacrum, or a bolster under your upper back here, or a pillow. And let's just melt into this pose. Taking a few deep breaths in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Feeling the very intense stretch in the quad. And if this exercise is not for you, there are many different options. Whoever is here, you can stay here. I'm going to slowly ease out of this position and show others what they can also do. So another option, an easier option here for the quad, you can always just sit with your hips on your heels, walk yourself slightly out. Let me see if the arms should be pointing back or forward. Yeah, probably back feels good. And then just lift your hips up, squeeze your seat, and hang out in this pose like this. Pull your belly in, keep tucking the tail under to experience that same stretch in the front of the thigh. See what works best for you with your wrists facing towards your toes or facing away from them, or even to the side. Listen to your body. From here, we're going to reach into a child's pose. I'm going to move slightly more centered so you can see me releasing the lower back here. For the child's pose, the knees can be together or apart, but the toes and heels always try to stay together. The big toes are trying to stay together. Take a few deep breaths in through the nose and exhales out through the mouth here. One more time. Let's walk ourselves back in gently. Lift all the way up and come back into the same position where we finished when we finished single leg circles. And from the circles, this is important because if you're going to be transitioning in class, in a group class, you're probably going to be transitioning from one exercise right into the other. So graceful transitions are important. So we were doing our single leg circle. We bend the knee, we pull both knees into the chest, and we roll ourselves up for the fifth exercise in the series, which is rolling like a ball. Here, you will always slide yourself to the very front edge of the mat. I'm going to stay in the middle so I can stay in the frame, and we're moving into rolling like a ball, the funnest exercise in the series. We're going to find a sweet spot to sit in between our sits bones and our tailbone. We're going to lift both feet off the ground and wrap our ankles with the palms of our hands. Connect the heels, squeeze the seat, find a sweet spot between the two sits bones and the tailbone in your body, and try to hover here. Pull your belly button in. Your powerhouse is holding you in this shape. Round the spine. Keep pulling the belly into the spine, and that will round it a little more. Bring the heels in close to your glutes, as close as you can. And from here, with breathing, we're going to tip ourselves back. By inhaling, we're going to fall back without rolling onto the head. Exhale, we're going to roll up. I have a very uneven surface, so my ball is going to go all around. I have a big hole there, but I don't want to interrupt, so let's just continue going. Let's inhale, roll back, exhale, come up. Ooh, that actually feels good. It feels like it's massaging my upper trapezius muscle. And again, squeeze the seat. Inhale back, exhale, lift back up. Inhale, fall back, exhale, lift up and hover by pulling your navel to the spine, keeping the feet up in the air. Inhale, fall back. Exhale, roll back up. Let's do 3 more without stopping. Inhale. Exhale, hold it. Inhale as if you're falling in the rocking chair and then catching yourself because you don't want to fall all the way. And one more time, back and come up. And from here, knees come together. One leg extends, the other comes in with you for a single leg stretch. We're going to position our big toe in line with the knee, in line with the hip, and lower the free leg. Let's lower it like just above the hip level. From here, the inside arm is going to be on the inside of the knee. The outside arm is long on the ankle. And we're going to switch the legs. The body is lifted into a beautiful, beautiful C-curve position. So you're not lifting all the way like this, right? You're lowering to the tips of your shoulder blades. Shoulders are down. Look at your knee or your belly button and begin to switch. 1, and switch hands, and 2. Pull the knee into the chest, and 3, and 4. Keep pulling your abdominals in. The body should stay still as the legs switch. And 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Pull both knees into the chest, round, 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 round like a ball, and lower everything all the way down. Open the arms, turn the head side to side, side to side. And we're gonna run through the series of 5 and then do a nice reverse stretch after. So as we came from our single leg stretch, we're going to transition into our double leg stretch. So let's pretend that we were just doing single leg stretch and we never stopped to rest here. So we finished somewhere here, right? We're switching, then we bring both legs in, pulling them into the chest, lowering the chest to the tip of the scapula, and placing both hands on top of the knees or lower with the elbows preferably straight. From here, we're going to look at our belly button, engage the powerhouse, and now extend. Legs go straight and arms go straight and shoulders are down. Then arms circle, knees pull back in, and we recoil into the starting position. We're going to extend on the inhale and recoil on the exhale. Let's do this for 5 more counts. Inhale, everything stretches. Exhale, everything comes back in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one more. And rock yourself all the way up. And from here, we're going to sit in a butterfly stretch with your soles of the feet together, your knees falling down to the ground. Mine don't fall very low. We're going to first reach our spine straight and lean forward with the straight back, and then soften up and round the spine and allow the head to drop and just hang out here for a moment. Taking a few deep inhales in and exhales out. This is our yin inspired stretch in between. Very soft, rounded spine. No tension in the belly. No tension anywhere in the body. Release and allow. And then bring the soles of your feet back down, knees together, and roll back. Okay, for this next exercise, I encourage you to watch it first. This is going to be our 8th exercise, and this is our single straight leg stretch. And then whenever you see and you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing, hop in and join me. All right, so this is the series of 5, right? This is going to be the 3rd exercise in the series, and they all start and end in the same position. So we were doing our double leg stretch, right? Just as so. We came back in, and from here we're transitioning into our single straight leg stretch. One leg extends to the sky, the other lowers down to the mat, parallel with the floor. We're gonna walk our hands as high as we can without lifting too high in the upper body and without lifting our shoulders. Anywhere on your leg is fine as long as it's not right behind the knee. From here, the chest is lifted. Look onto your toe or look at your belly button if that makes it easier for your neck. Now inhale for 2, bring the leg in and clean switch. The other leg comes back up. First leg lowers, you hold it, you pull it, and switch, and switch, and switch. Oh, this feels great in the back of the leg. And switch, and switch, sniffing breath, and switch, and switch. Join in, and switch. Your powerhouse is holding you in this shape, and we're adding the stretch of the back of the leg. The pelvis is still, or as still as it can be, and switch. 2, and switch. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Find your rhythm. And 1, 2. I'm gonna do one more. On the other side, pull the knees into the chest and lower the head down. And let's rotate our head side to side. Releasing the tension in the neck. Let's come onto our bellies. And enjoy a little Sphinx pose here to reverse all the forward flexion of the body with some extension. This is what we're going to do. We're going to stay in our forearms, align our elbows with the shoulders, extend our legs straight, and then press lightly, very lightly, our pubic bone into the mat. Now, yin postures are not like Pilates postures, so we're not going to extend the legs and keep them super straight and press them into the mat. We're actually going to just allow the knees to be slightly bent and relax in this pose, not keeping any tension in the glutes, not keeping any tension anywhere in the body, nevertheless not sinking through the lower back. And if this is not available to you, just stay here. And let's take a few deep breaths in. And then allow the head to drop between the shoulders. Allow the head to be heavy. Relax the rest of the body. It's very challenging for me to relax the legs. I'm so used to this pose being a modified version of the swan. And the legs are straight and they're pressing and reaching. And in yin pose, we are allowing the body to do what it wants to do. A few deep breaths in through the nose. And exhales out through the mouth. One more inhale in. Exhale out. Gently come onto your belly and then ease yourself up and into a seated position. And we are done for today. So this was our exercise number 8. And please tell me, how easy is it when you're just doing it, right? When you already got yourself to this point of getting up and doing, then it's kind of like, oh, I can do that, right? It only looks all complicated, but then if you have a good guide, which I hope I can be that for you, and you have your own inner desire to learn, it's done. It's that simple. So we now know 8 exercises from the 34 exercises of the original mat flow. Let's flow together. Let's learn them all together as soon as we can, so that you can just be anywhere you want, just like me, and always have this skill with you, and always be able to say, hey, I feel like toning up a little bit, or centering a little bit through my core, or finding a little more precision in my overall life. And I'm gonna do some amazing Pilates mat flow exercises to stimulate that, to manifest that through my physical and expand it into all the spheres of my life, my emotional, spiritual, mental sphere. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I will hope that you enjoyed the videos. If you can, please do comment. Ask me any questions you have. If you need questions with you, if you need help with your current workouts, if you're new to Pilates, please write. Let me know and I will answer all the questions. All right, I love you so much. I will see you in the next video, which is going to be our 9th video, and it is going to be, drum roll please, double straight leg stretch. A very interesting exercise. Meet me there.